Hello everyone, this is Sepi. In this video, I'm going to show you how to paint an old barn in winter with watercolor. To get started, I wet the whole paper with the 1-inch flat brush. The paper that I'm working on is cold press arches, 100% cotton. And the color that I'm putting over the wet paper is the color of the sky, which is ultramarine blue and cerulean blue. I add this blue color to the darker wall on the right side. And then I will add brush strokes using some burnt umber and cadmium yellow on the snow to show some of those bushes. For the color of the roof, it's a red-brown color, and for that I am using burnt sienna and cadmium orange, and I'm adding that to the roof. The trees in the far scene are evergreens, and for making that dark green color, I'm using a little bit of indigo and Cascade Green by Daniel Smith. Back to the wall. The walls are a mixture of burnt sienna and yellow ochre for the lighter wall, the wall on the left which faces the sunlight, and the darker wall on the other side. For that I add a little bit of raw umber and purple to my brown. Using brush number 2, I'm adding those trees with raw umber and ultramarine blue and Winsor violet or purple. It's good to practice drawing your branches with brush on a piece of paper ahead of time, then move on to your final paper. Now I'm using a rigger brush which has longer hairs to draw the twigs and branches. Adding some cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, and a little bit of burnt sienna to create these bushes, golden bushes, and on the base I add a little bit of purple to show the dark areas near the base of the bush. I'm covering the darker wall with a glaze of cobalt blue, and then I am using my brush number 2, mixing some raw sienna and purple to create these darker areas on the wall. Adding cerulean blue to the right side of the house barn to show the shadow, and then glazing over the darker wall with a little bit of purple, using my 1-inch flat brush, adding more texture to the wall by drawing some vertical lines and the shadow on the roof, using some purple and blue, but very lightly. Now I'm adding more twigs and branches with the rigger brush. And some dark accents on the bottom of the barn and in between the wooden boards. Again, for those dark areas, I use raw umber and purple. and then adding some texture with almost the same colors of the roof to show the texture of the roof. Working on some details on the land, glazing over the darker wall with purple and blue. And adding more branches and twigs. And my work is done. Thank you for watching.